after Sherri had chatted for a few minutes, I said, "What's the worst that could happen to you?" And Sherri said to me, "I could go to prison." So since then, and I have fallen out a few times as normal. And then we chat and make up. We've chatted for 6, 7, 8, 10 hours a day, and sometimes longer. And we've been trying to figure out how to help Sherri because her story is so all over the place and she's been set up by so many different people. And Sherri's in the middle of it, doesn't really know how to explain everything because half of Sherri doesn't believe what's going on. But I'm not going to speak for Sherri.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to help Sherri here. I just watched this video, this long video that Roy put out here for Sherri. He's trying to help Sherri. Sherri has court tomorrow. It's well today, I guess. Hopefully you get this video, get to see this video before you go to court. I'm gonna give you my best shot here at giving you some help. In my targeting, what one thing that I found that is more powerful than anything, right? Nobody's going to come help you. You know, that's one thing you have to learn is when you're targeted, nobody's going to help you. You almost have to do everything yourself. But what worked for me is I learned my rights. I learned how the court system worked, right? And one thing that you need to look at this situation, Sherri, you have court. Every time you have court, that's an opportunity for you, okay? They should be afraid and you should be looking forward to these court dates, okay? All you got to do, listen, this is really simple. Just don't talk. don't try to explain any of this stuff to anybody. Just keep it as simple as possible. What are the charges against you, okay? What is the court hearing? And that's it. Leave it just about what the hearing is, and that's it. Okay, because they're not going to want to listen to anything else. You want to do a motion for discovery. Okay, you want to make sure that you let somebody know, the public defender, the judge, whatever, you let somebody know on the record that you want to do a motion for discovery. Okay, so that you can get all the evidence they have against you and you even out the playing field. So you want to make sure that you get to hold their feet to the fire on the record. Okay. These people are public servants, okay? So they can't ignore you if there's a public record, right, of you making a legitimate, valid complaint, okay? They have to follow up on it. It's their job. So you have an opportunity here because you have a date with them. You have a date with the court, with several public officials, right? With several public servants. And this is what worked for me. I was able to. Nobody wanted to look into the body cams of this one cop that tried to kill me. Right? Nobody wanted to. They just wanted to ignore it, and he just said, "Oh, I don't know if Patton wears body cams. You know, the Patton cops." And so they needed me to email them something. So I got them on this one thing. They gave me the email address, a public email address. Now they're not allowed to delete emails. That's their official, public email address, the public defenders, okay, public pretenders. So when he gave me that email address, instead of sending him what he wanted from me, I went ahead and sent him a video that was the proof of this cop with a body camera and the cop saying, "Oh, this camera, this is only on when I want it to be on," right? I literally had a video of this cop admitting that he only turns the body camera on when he wants to because that was the proof, right? I sent it to his email and said that right there, I had a public record that I could use against them saying, "Look, I reported this to you. Now you're obligated to do something about it. If you don't, it's your job." You understand? So you have an opportunity here. If you have a crime that you know has been committed and you can report it just as simple as possible. Let them do the investigation. Make them look into it, okay? The less you talk, the better. But you get it on record. You make sure you record everything you can, and you make sure you get on record of you making every public servant you can aware of a crime that you know has been committed. And you play dumb. You just play innocent and dumb and hold as many feet to the fire as possible, okay? And then after you do that, then you come out and you make a video on YouTube and you say, well, I reported it to this person, this person, this person, this person. So let's see if they do their job, because they're obligated to do their job. They're no longer allowed to ignore it because you made a public record. You know, you recorded letting them know about a crime, okay? And so as far as your court case goes, it's just all you have is a simple, misdemeanor, and it's probably like a preliminary. You have to get a public defender, so you'll be able to get a continuance here because you have a right to due process. And in order to have due process, you have a right to be able to prepare for your case. So you need to be able to request discovery. You need to be able to have a fair shot. You have to be able to see all the evidence that's against you and have time to prepare for your case. Okay, that's just how it works. Your best bet is to learn your rights as best you can in the shortest amount of time you can. You know, it's real simple. Learn what your rights are. And this step right here, you want to make sure you request discovery, and you want to make sure while you have the opportunity to, you let as many public servants aware of a crime that you know has been committed as possible and get it on public record. And then, like I said, keep repeating that on a public platform like YouTube, right? And then you'll see the power that you have at that point, because they might get mad at you, yes, but they're already mad at you, you know what I mean? They're already trying to do whatever to you. It's their game, right? Use their game against them. That's all you got to do. Okay? You just have to, listen, they're making you play the game, Sherri. You just got to learn the rules. Okay? They're experts at the game. It's their game. All you got to do is learn the rules. Once you learn the rules, and your knowledge is your weapon, okay? And your truth is your shield, right? So the truth will prevail as long as you don't do what they expect you to do. They expect you to go in there, babble about a bunch of shit like you did here on Roy's stream. I honest to God, 1 hour and 47 minutes, and I have no idea. I'm just being honest, Sherri. I have no idea what anybody even tried to do to you. I didn't understand who did what and what evidence you have. I have I couldn't understand any of it. And I get it. They've put you in this situation. You're worked up. You don't, it's tough. It's real tough because they put you through so much shit and your mind is going everywhere. And you know what the truth is, right? Or at least you know what, from your perspective anyway. I think a lot of it is probably as soon as this is what they do to me and what other TIs, as soon as you speculate about something, say you think there's a bomb somewhere, they're going to jump on that and they're going to run with it. And they're going to do little things to make you think there's a bomb here and here and here and here. And you know what I mean? So that you sound crazier, because a woman, saying all this, that these people put a bomb here and put a bomb here, and it sounds crazy. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest, okay? From a regular outsider perspective, looking at the situation and listening to you, you don't want a bunch of people to just dismiss you and say she's nuts, because then they won't do anything. They won't even worry about you, right? Because they'll just think of you as just some crazy lady that they don't have to worry about what you say, because if you come off like you did in Roy's stream here, just being honest, I'm not being mean, you're not going to get anything done. So keep it very, very, very simple. Whatever your very specific charges are, You don't say a word. This is your preliminary hearing, I take it. So this is your opportunity to ask them questions. You don't have to answer any questions. And you get to go talk to as many public servants as possible. Get a public defender, whatever, fill it out. You know what I mean? They're at your mercy. You're not at their mercy. The court is, you know what I mean? The court's there to serve you. You know, they are public servants. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be at your service. So every time you have court, you should be looking forward to these situations. They're not going to do anything to you in their, you know, in the courthouse. That's where they're fake. That's where they have to put on a show, and they have to show everybody how, you know, the fake side of the justice system. You know, that's where they pretend, you know, that to be upstanding and you know, law and order and all that. It's behind the scenes, outside the courthouse, outside the courtroom, you know, behind closed doors, back alley, you know, handshake deals and shit like that, where the corruption happens and where they do this other shit. So, and if you're right about all this, then they're already involved. So you know that. So you are walking into the lion's den. So bring a whip. If you're walking into the lion's den, bring a whip with you. Your whip is your knowledge of how it works. So find one thing that you know is effective. You know, a crime that you know has been committed with just enough evidence, just enough that they can't ignore it, and nothing more. Nothing more. That's it. Just as simple and as short as possible. That's it. I hope to God that you get this message, and I hope this helps you and anybody else that's in a situation like this. If you're a TI and you have, you know, some criminal charges or a court case coming up or something like that, and you're worried because you're worried they're going to frame you, or you're worried they're going to just bulldog you or bulldoze you, you know, steamroll you, this is the best advice I can give. It worked for me. What works for one person doesn't necessarily going to work for everybody, but I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with learning your rights and just the knowledge. This theme keeps coming up over and over again, trying to find solutions, and it keeps coming back to basically we all need to learn our rights, and we need to learn how the court system works and everything, so we can then be the check and balance, and we can take it back. We can make it, you know, we can make it work the right way, the way it's supposed to work. But it doesn't work if the people aren't involved, if the people don't know how it works. It doesn't work right. The system's broken then. But it's not broken because they're all corrupt. It's broken because we are not doing our job as the people. Because it's a government of the people, for the people, of the people, by the people. So if the people don't know how it works, then it's not really of the people, right? And by the people. It's supposed to be for the people, but let's face it, it's not. It's you know, for the elite, for the corporatizations, and for the special groups and whatever. You get what I'm saying? But that's the solution. That's, in a nutshell, that's my solution altogether, is we need to get involved in local government and courts, learn how everything works, learn our rights, and we need to be the check and balance. Nobody's coming to save us. There are no white hats, right? There's no fucking white stallion gonna ride in and save the day. Sorry, nobody's coming to save us. This is the last stop, the last stand. Freedom is at stake. The entire world, everybody flocks to America, right? To be free. If we lose our freedom here, that's it. Game over. That's it. This is where we have to make our last stand. And we do it. The playbook's already there. All you got to do is read it and study it. The founding fathers drew this playbook up hundreds of years ago, a couple hundred years ago. All we have to do is learn it. It's right there, and it's so easy to do. All you got to do is learn it. The more you learn, the easier it gets, right? And the more powerful you get. It's amazing the power you have when you learn your rights. Knowledge is your power. Truth is your shield. Freedom's scary. Deal with it, right? Hopefully this helps you, Sherri. I'm going to post a comment in this video. So hopefully Roy sees it and passes the message along. And hopefully you get to see this video before you go into court tomorrow. If not, I hope it helps you down the road. I hope it helps some TI, anybody really for that matter. Anybody who's has to face, has to face the system and the odds are stacked against you. You have you got the power. You don't need a lawyer. You don't need a bunch of money. You just need to be determined, and you need to learn this shit on your own. Anybody can do it. If you can read, then you can do it. If you can read, you have the power to do it then. That's it. Simple as that. I mean, the resources are all there. You got the internet. You can learn anything you want to learn. It's real simple. Okay? Every specific situation is different. So I would start with your specific charges, and you start by looking up possible defenses to that charge. So say you have a charge of, I don't know, say a simple assault charge. What are the most common defenses in a simple assault case, right? To defend a simple assault case. Look that up. Find out what worked for other people, right? And then you know what, if you have a defense or not, what avenue to take. And then throughout that course of learning that, you'll learn the other stuff you need to learn. And you'll know, it'll go from there. And you'll learn more and more and more. And as you'll see, trust me, try it out. You'll see. It can't hurt. It definitely can't hurt. It can't be a waste of time. It can't hurt. No time spent learning something is ever wasted. Ever. Because that's a power nobody can ever take from you. Knowledge is power. So I'm gonna play just a portion of this here so you can see. This is just the very end of the video here, and I had to make this video because I feel for Sherri, and I feel for Roy. Roy's trying his best to help her. He don't know what else he can do. I give him credit just for putting up with it, like an hour and 47 minutes of just trying to let her get her story out. So
Oh, yeah, well, Sherri, I've done my very best.
You did a good job.
But no, well, I haven't, because all I did is try to help, and you're in there tomorrow, and I hope in 12 hours that we'll sort of find out what's the next thing, and then if you actually have to go in, whether this is all going to get thrown out, if it's going to get postponed, if it's going to get adjourned. And, we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? So, anybody that would like to support Sherri,
I just want to say, I want to reiterate, this is nothing to fear. You have to look at your court dates as in a different way. You really need to look at them as your opportunities. You should be looking forward to these dates. Every time you have a court date, you have an opportunity, right, to hold their feet to the fire. Okay, there's nothing scary about it if you know how it works. You know your rights. They're not going to put you in cuffs and throw you in jail tomorrow. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a preliminary hearing. This is the hearing for you. This is your main hearing where you get to ask them all the questions you want, and that locks them in. Okay, you get to ask them questions on the record in regards to what evidence they have against you, right? Whatever the charges are, and then they can't go and changing their story around when it comes to the trial and shit. If it gets to that point, they have to, you know, that you get to use that, you know, the questions you ask and the answers that they give you. If you decide to ask any questions, you can actually, you know, you can call witnesses and you can question them or cross-examine witnesses they call and shit like that in a preliminary hearing. It's your opportunity to find out everything that you can find out as far as what evidence they have against you. You know, what evidence do they have to support the charges that they have against you? Okay, they have the burden of proof here. They have to prove that they have evidence to prove that you have committed these crimes. And they have to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. Remember that. So if there's any chance or there's doubt, you know, if they have some circumstantial evidence, you ask those questions, you know? And you know the truth, so only you would know the best questions to ask. But don't even worry about it. Just go in there and just hold your head high and be confident. And don't let them, you know, be confident, loud, and make sure you ask on the record. Don't let them rush you at all. Do not let them rush you or intimidate you. It's your time. You know, they're at your service. You have a right to due process, right? And if you let them know that too, you know, you remind them of that. You know, I have a right to due process. I haven't had an opportunity, you know, to even request discovery. You know, this is the part where you request a motion for discovery, for full discovery. So not only the evidence that they have, but you want to do a full discovery and you want to request additional evidence that they would leave out. Anything that you know they would leave out, you want to do a full discovery and request that specific stuff too. You get with your public defender on that stuff later on. But tomorrow you request a motion for discovery. And they'll put it on the record, and then in a couple weeks you'll get a packet of information that shows everything they have on you. And I'm telling you, that's the juicy stuff. That's where you really, you know, find out exactly what they have. And it evens out the playing field. It makes going into court not scary anymore because you know everything they have. You're going in there knowing exactly how it's going to go. You know, that's the only advantage they usually have on people is the element of surprise. Most people, they try to keep you from learning this stuff. They try to keep the information from you because that's what they use, you know, to steamroll people and just to walk all over them and intimidate them into taking a plea bargain. 95% of cases end in a plea bargain. That means that they basically trick the people into pleading guilty and agreeing to, instead of actually using the court system, and make them prove you committed the crime. It's not. That's all you got to do. Say nope, prove it. Pick my 12. You know what I mean? Learn your rights. Learn the system. It's not scary. Don't believe anything they say. That's all they do is lie and try to trick you. That's why only you can do this. You got to learn how it works. You learn your rights, and you should be looking forward to this and being excited for this. All right.
Well, this is Sherri's story. So if you put any comments in, please, when you see the video, and then Sherri will keep her eye on them. Basically, Sherri needs a bit of moral support as well, you know, because she's dealing with this on her own. And it's gutted me to know that it's just come up this so quickly, because 4 days ago you said this was over, it was thrown out, you know, and then today, yes, you did. And then
She's probably stressed out.
Then it's changed. Yes, Sherri, it's changed so many times in 2 weeks. is tough to keep up with. And it changed again today. Yeah, well, no, it changed again today, didn't it?
Well, the discovery that they're using the three witnesses that I didn't think that they.
Well, no,
How would
yeah,
they?
but apart from that, it changed
Yeah.
previous to that before I'd spoken to you this morning. It had already changed.
Well, the storm caused me not to be able to go and try to get them to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I was pretty clear that I was waiting to see if I could get a public defender. And Friday they gave me a public defender. Monday was a holiday, and Tuesday was a storm, so there was nothing I could do about that.
But what you can do in all this time you're waiting on this, waiting on that. I've been there. I've done that for years. I was at the mercy of them. Don't waste no more time. Just buckle down, do your research, and learn your rights. Spend as much time as you can learning your rights. Okay. Don't rely on anybody but yourself, especially your public defenders. Now you're gonna have a public defender. Now it's your knowledge that's gonna get you, depend on whether or not they help you or not. If you know what to tell them to do, that's the only way they're gonna do their job right. If you don't know what to tell them, then they're just gonna work with the prosecutor and fuck you over. But if you know how it works, then you can just tell them, I want you to do this, I want you to do this. And if they don't do it, you can fire them. So, use the time that you have left to start learning your rights. Tomorrow you'll be fine. But in the meantime, you should be able to get these charges completely just gone. And you should be able to use the opportunity to get the public servants to open investigations and actually look into this shit.
I have always struggled with motivation. I spent most of my late teens taking Adderall, and
welcome back, everybody. It is
Storm caused me not to be able to go and try to get them to.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I was pretty clear that I was waiting to see if I could get a public defender. And Friday they gave me a public defender. Monday was a holiday, and Tuesday was a storm, so there was nothing I could do about that.
So, 12 hours.
Okay, I appreciate y'all. Just prayers are needed, and we're fighting a big. I mean, this isn't just me. I mean, this isn't just about me.
It's for all of us.
I know this is a dangerous situation for our whole society, to be completely honest with you. So if they come after me, they can come after you.
Yes. Yep. 100%.
And, Sherri, I just...
Everything happens for a reason. Everything you've been through in your life has led you to this point. Right? So that whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And if everything hadn't happened to get you to this point, then whatever's going to happen, it wouldn't be able to happen. You know what I mean? Like, everything happens for a reason. You're already blessed that you're in this situation, that you've been given this opportunity to make a change for the better, right? To shine a light on the darkness and to help some people that would otherwise fall victim, like so many before us have, right? So I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully this gets to you, Sherri. Roy, again, you're always a soldier for this this entire thing. Thank you for everything you do. And Sherri, just don't let your don't let your nerves get the best of you. Don't let your mouth get you in trouble. Just say less is more. Okay, the less, the better. You just keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself to just keep your mouth shut, and you just say just the whatever that one thing is, that is going to make them have to do something. And then if they keep asking you stuff, just keep repeating it. Just keep repeating that same thing. And then play dumb. That's what they do, you know, learn the game. So be good or be good at it. Peace out.